Really have to think, gentlemen. And the other thing is, if you keep going back to the same thing, you cannot expect a different result. If you're like, you keep going back to say, okay, I need to get someone that's a certain tall and blonde all the time. You had a bad hair habit, or someone of a certain background, ethnic background, or in a certain field, and you keep getting bad results from that. If you keep going back, do you think you get something different? You might, but the probability is small, because they tend to have a certain personality because of of a certain culture, whether it be professional culture, okay, and that mindset being the same, or ethnic culture being the same thing. You really have to think, is that culture appropriate for you? You know, if not, do not keep going back to that. And this is one thing that I find, especially leftist men, thinking, oh, I'm open-minded, I'll go, experience a different culture and be one. I'm great where we're saying go find an Asian woman, or especially an East Asian woman like a Chinese or a Japanese, which are one of the most conservative in terms of the Asian women. And then what do you think would happen? It would be a disaster. You actually have to understand that culture. It's a conservative culture. You cannot expect people to follow your leftist views. Okay? They might, in order to please you in the beginning, go along with you, to make the relationship work or whatever, but it's not them. And in the end, I think that it's actually cruel to expect people to change themselves or give up their beliefs to accommodate you. People need to be themselves in order to be happy. You cannot expect a dog to be a cat and a cat to be a dog. It's just cruel. That's what they're saying. That's why in circuses, I say circuses are cruel, because you're forcing animals into something that's not their natural behavior. Well, I'm going along the same vein, is that you're forcing people to be something that they're not, and not their natural selves, in order to accommodate you. So men, unless you're conservative, do not choose an Asian woman, particularly an East Asian woman like a Chinese, Korean, or a Japanese woman. They are conservative to the hilt. Okay? They're going to expect you to do a certain thing, to be and do certain things, as in the male role. And you cannot do the traditional male role, be provider and protector. Do not go there. Please.